Are you ready to grow your business? Access big loans. Avoid unexpected fines from KRA. Be at peace at all times. Then you're at the right place. Today, I want to break down exactly why tax compliance is a must. Subscribe if you've not. Taxation in Kenya is governed by Article 209 of the Constitution of Kenya, where national governments have been given the mandate to levy or to charge taxes. And these taxes include income tax, of course, to companies and individuals. There's VAT, there's SS duty, there's customs, among others. How should you be tax compliant? How? First of all, you must register with KRA, Kenya Revenue Authority. That's number one, tax registration. Then number two, there has to be what we call tax filing. Tax filing is where you file taxes when they fall due. For example, there's what we call PAYE, pay as you earn. This one should be filed by 9th of the following month. That should be the deadline. The second one is VAT. VAT should be filed by 20th of the following month. Then you have income tax. Income tax is 6 months after the accounting period is out. You understand? So for people, individuals, mostly it's actually from January to December. But for companies, you can decide when you want your accounting period to start or your financial year to start. Then, that is the second bit. The third bit about it is you need to pay your taxes when they're due. You filed and then you need to pay. The last one is completion and accurate reporting of information in the tax declaration. So there are 4 things that actually make you compliant. 1, you have to register. Number 2, you have to do the filing. Filing means you appropriate the expenses, income, and everything as they fall due. And then the third one is you must pay within the stipulated time. And then the last one is you have to make sure what we call you give the correct or accurate information. So those are the 5 things that will make you tax compliant. If you're a large corporation, you're an employee, you're an individual, you're a business owner, you're an investment, you're a consultant, whoever you are, tax compliance is a must. Having tax compliance means KRA has no pending issue with you. So let's go to the next thing. Why you must be tax compliant. So why must you be tax compliant? Number 1 is to avoid penalties or legal issues. So let's say, for example, you fail to file the PAYE by the 9th. What will happen? You'll either be charged 10,000 shillings or 25% of the tax that was due. Let's say, for example, you're supposed to declare PAYE of 20,000. You understand? And you have not. So what will happen is you'll be charged 25% of 20,000 or 10% or 10,000 shillings. So whichever is higher. So you get 25% is 5K. So you'll pay 10K on top of the 20K. Penalties. We also have VAT. VAT, let's say, for example, you're supposed to file nil returns just for income tax, leave alone VAT, income tax. So you'll be charged what? 2,000 or 5%, whichever is higher. So once you don't become tax compliant, then there will be fines and there will be legal issues. Number 2, you need a bank loan. You must be tax compliant. You must have tax, and being tax compliant means you have a tax certificate, tax compliance, tax compliance certificate. So you will be able to secure loans from banks or from SACCO, because now it means you are in the good books of the government. And no SACCO, no bank wants to get that direction if you're not in the right books. The third thing, you want tenders from the government or from the private sector, you must have a tax compliance certificate. So if you do not have a tax compliance certificate, you won't get tenders, because that's what the government said, you must have it. So make sure you're tax compliant. The fourth bit is something called business credibility. How do people trust you? How do people feel that you're a true guy? How do people have confidence in you? Because credibility means your books are clean. And all investors want to be part of you. Partners want to enjoy you. Clients will trust you. Why? Because your financial reputation is top notch. So tax compliance certificate will help you in that. So tax compliance means you are good at that and people will trust you and they will want to work with you. Number 5. Being tax compliant gives you one thing, gives what you call peace of mind. You're not afraid when you hear around KRA people walking around or agents walking around. You're not afraid. You're at peace because you know everything is okay. You filed your returns, you've declared the right things, and you're fine. So you can focus with the main thing. If you are in the business of importing, or if you're in the business of selling avocado or mananas, you will focus with that business because you know you're okay. But can you imagine you're not sure whether did you declare, you didn't declare, did you file, didn't you file? You are being seen in Mombasa, you are in Diani, and you're filing nil returns. So you're always worried if something happens. If one day they ask for your bank statement, or if somebody has withheld some of your money and then they've given to KRA and you're having withholding certificates, they're wondering what is happening. So to give you peace of mind, because at the end of the day, you must have peace of mind so that you can concentrate with the main thing. They say keep the main thing, the main thing. So what are the mistakes that lead to non-compliance? What are these mistakes? So number 1, we've said not filing returns, including nil. Like the last year, this is 2025. So 2024, we all know that the deadline for filing for individuals is June 30th. And fortunately, the government extended that deadline to July 5th. You don't even file nil returns. You will be charged how much? You'll be charged 2K. The day you file, you'll get 2K on your account. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That actually means you'll not get a tax compliance certificate. So you need to be compliant. So even if it means you're filing nil returns, just do it. Just do it. Just do it and don't worry. Make sure you're filing. File. Even if it's nil or it's not nil, file. Number 2, you've forgotten to remit pay as you earn. Let me give you a good example for this third bit. This third bit is very interesting. You had gone to apply for a tender, and then you're told this tender you must have one thing. You must have VAT obligations for you to maybe qualify. Then you've gone and add another obligation, that is VAT, and then apparently you didn't get that tender. And then every month you forget to do it, to file the nil returns. That makes a problem. That is a serious problem. So you have to make sure if you registered for VAT, you are filing VAT, even if it's nil, as you wait for the great day when you'll get a tender or when you'll secure that great thing. Another bit is using one account for both personal and private expenses and income. Sometimes as an auditor, as a practicing one and qualified, competent, and experienced one, I have seen this thing really happen to so many people. They're using one bank account for both their personal and their business expenses and incomes. So sometimes it becomes hard to differentiate or to put things aside. Because now, honestly, how do we differentiate personal and business? Where do we draw the line? So that's a big problem. So sometimes it brings issues. So for you to be safe, have different accounts. This is account for business, this is account for personal income. So that is what will guide you. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you'll be having serious problems. The next bit is ignoring messages and notices, reminders, memos from KRA. KRA, once in a while or most of the time, they actually send emails. So sometimes you just look at them and you still read them. Or again, you might have given KRA the wrong email, so you don't get. So the day you're there, and then you're wondering, what happened? So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to tell you something. That most of the time, you can actually be in the wrong books with KRA, even if you do not know. Or even if you've erred. Because errors also attract penalties. Not knowing will attract penalties. So as the Bible says in the book of Hosea, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. Sometimes it is important just to understand how the tax industry operates, how the dynamics in tax is, and what happens, what surrounds everything in tax. So I have given you around 6 issues that lead to non-compliance. 1, not filing nil returns. 2, forgetting to remit PAYE. 3, registering for VAT and not filing. 4, using one account for both personal and business income and expenses. 5, ignoring KRA messages and reminders. And then 6 is just erroneously doing your own things. So let's go to the next bit. The next bit is how to stay compliant. How can you stay compliant? Because that is very important. Because at the end of the day, you must be compliant. We started by telling you the Constitution grants national governments to do that, to charge us, to levy taxes on us. So you must do it. So number 1, go to your KRA iTax account. It's important, just go and check. File returns where need to be. Yeah, just for file returns. If you look at, first of all, once you go to KRA, look at your obligation. What does your obligation say? What obligations are you as an individual, as a company, supposed to do or supposed to meet? File when need to be. Then, as we said there earlier before, that sometimes people use one account for both income and expenses for both business and personal. Separate that. So once you separate, you'll be safe. The next thing is you need to track expenses and taxes monthly. Just track them every month. Just how much am I using, how much should I file, and what taxes should I do, what should I either file or should I pay, or should I meet Then above all, ladies and gentlemen, get a certified practitioner like me, somebody who will do the tax work for you. Most of the time, you don't need to employ us on site. We can be off-site. We can work from remote, so that you focus with your main thing and leave the tax issues with the tax people. Because at the end of the day, that is not your work. That is not your line. Focus on what is important, and we will not charge you from what you don't have. We will only charge you from what you have. Do you understand? Then, last but not least, I want to let you guys know one thing. That if you have a tax compliance certificate, you can access loans, you will look credible, so you will be credible, you'll be in good books with the government, you'll be at peace. Because the tax compliance is not just a paper, but it is a gateway to opportunities. So many opportunities. You need to live free from stress, free from worries, free from what will happen next. Because at the end of the day, you must focus on what is important. And if you're having a business, and this business has not been filing returns, or this business, you are not sure of what should happen in terms of taxes in your business, you can reach to us, talk to me. We will do what we call a tax health check. We'll look at what you need to do, how much you need to pay, what you need to register for, what you should not register, what you need to register. We'll help you with that. And at the end of the day, you'll be okay. Thank you so much, and God bless you so much. Ciao.